Hello there. Welcome to day 2 of our core glow. We're going to start today in this kneeling position. You can have your toes tucked or not. Choice is yours. We're going to start with some little bit of a neck warm up. Maybe taking some rolls here, just taking that ear side to side. Taking some big shoulder rolls with those arms, big circles here. Maybe a little bit of a wrist movement, just a little bit of a warm up here before we get going. We're going to start this one in our plank. We're going to be coming from plank to forearm plank. We're going to do this 10 times. And if you need to be on your knees, you can do that. If you want to do a couple of them not on the knees and then lower the knees and try a couple of them. We're just going to do 10 raises and lowers here. Really keeping that core engaged, pushing through the shoulders. Beautiful job. Next, we're coming in for our boat pose. We're going to go from boat to low boat. If you've been on the channel, you know we love these. We're going to do 10 of them. Starting in boat and lowering down as far as feels good, and then back up to boat 10 times. We're breathing through this. We are not holding or clenching the breath. We are allowing the energy to move. Beautiful. Hug of those knees here. Taking a round of breath in between. We're going to come to standing and we're going to bring the knee to the elbow. So interlace those hands behind the head and then knee to elbow here. We're going to do 20 of these, so 10 on each side. Breathing through this. Feeling that burn in the core. Nice little standing core workout to mix it up here. Smiles are on our faces. Help us power through this. Beautiful job. Slowly coming back down to the mat onto our backs. We're going to have our hands under the booty. We're going to lift the hips up. So just slightly pulling the hips up here, and while doing this, we're engaging the core. So we're going to do 10 of these. And the engagement of the core is what's bringing those hips up. It may not be drastic, it may not be big movements, and that's okay. Hug those knees in once you finish up. Take a little rock side to side before we go for another round. Back into that plank pose. Like I said, plank to forearm plank. If the knees need to be lowered, go ahead and lower them. If you want to do half and half to challenge yourself, be my guest. We're doing these 10 times. This is a very slow and controlled 10. This is not fast or in a hurry. You're going to feel this throughout your entire core. And I always consider the core hips to shoulders because the entire core is your midline. Beautiful. Spinning back around, coming into our boat. Taking a breath in between it. And this boat. And slow lower to the low boat. 10 times here. Should feel quite toasty at this point. Nice. Hug of those knees, stretching out that core, and then coming to stand. Take those hands behind the head, knee to elbows here. we're going for the 20, so 10 on each side. Keeping that upper body lifted, keeping the gaze forward. Doesn't matter how far up the legs come, all that matters is that core gets engaged with that leg coming up. Using the breath to get through this, not letting the negative thoughts come in between us here. Good job. Coming back onto our backs, one more round here, getting the hands under the booty and lifting those hips by engaging the core 10 times. You've got this, and let's go. Beautiful. Give yourself a round of applause here. Windshield wipe those legs left to right, just releasing through the hips and that core, really stretching it out. Should feel amazing. Hugging those knees in, maybe giving those knees a little kiss here. And let's rock and roll back up into our seated position. Hands at heart center. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today. I hope your core feels this, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.